Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're just gonna jump right into this one and have some fun because today we're gonna be talking about elephants. Now, did you know that they can actually recognize languages and they can hear with their feet? So, despite having been researched for a long time, there's still a lot to learn and discover about these animals, and in this video, I'm gonna unveil 10 facts you didn't know about these magnificent creatures. Number 10. Elephants hear through their feet. Elephants communicate vocally over vast distances and have a keen sense of hearing, producing a range of noises such as roars, howls, barks, and snorts. They've got a unique sense of hearing and are experts on low-frequency rumbles. A Stanford University researcher named Caitlin O'Connell Rodwell says that elephants' foot stomping and lower frequency vocalizations reverberate at a frequency that others can hear through the ground. They hear these signals thanks to their enormous ear bones and delicate nerve endings in their feet and trunks. Aside from an elephant's cry directed at distant family when it rumbles, their ability to sense such seismic shocks is beneficial to their survival because an angry elephant may be warning others hundreds of kilometers away when it stops, including the fact that there might be people nearby. But that's not all when it comes to their language intelligence. Number 9. Elephants distinguish languages. Elephants also showcase a high level of comprehension of human communication. Voices of speakers from two different groups, one that preys on the elephants and another that does not, were replayed by researchers at Kenya's Amboseli National Park. The elephants took protective measures, such as clumping together and sniffing the air, when they heard the voices of the group that they were afraid of. They also reacted less strongly to female and younger male voices, but more agitated with mature male voices. Another example of this is an Asian elephant who picked up Korean word impersonation. Well, maybe because of its social contact as a kid with people, it learned to mimic words as a way of forging social bonds. Maybe that's also a good place to emphasize that elephants never forget. Number 8. Elephants never forget. This is because they have legendary memories, though for good reason. They've got the greatest brains because even after many years have passed, they still recall far-off watering sites, other elephants, and people they've come into contact with. They pass on a wealth of knowledge through their matriarchs from one generation to the next, and this knowledge exchange has helped the animals survive. They recall how to travel over long distances to find food and water supplies, as well as how to get to alternative locations should the need arise. Which leads me to my next point. Elephants are also great swimmers. Number 7. Elephants are excellent swimmers. Elephants enjoy having fun in water, no doubt. They spray themselves and other people with water using their trunks. However, it may come as a shock to learn that these animals are really adept at swimming. They have sufficient buoyancy to float on the surface of water, thereby using their muscular legs as a paddle. Even when submerged, they need to breathe well, so they navigate deep waters using their trunk as a snorkel. Elephants swim in order to cross rivers and lakes when in search of food. Number 6. They support those in need. Elephants are extremely intelligent and gregarious animals that exhibit traits like compassion, empathy, and generosity that are likened to human traits. Researchers who studied elephant behavior discovered that when one felt upset, other elephants in the area would respond with cries and touches meant to comfort it. Previously, these traits were only observed in apes, canids, and corvids. Elephants also exhibit empathy and targeted helping in which they work together to care for a sick or injured elephant. Number 5. Elephants need their elders. Older elephants pass on the knowledge needed by their young ones to survive. In order to learn everything they need to know as adults, young ones must interact with their older family members, matriarchs especially. Matriarch possesses the wisdom of their ancestors and feeds the knowledge to the young ones, including reacting to various situations and locating food and water. Asian elephants are less hierarchical than their African relatives and exhibit less dominance based on age or gender, contrary to the matriarchal society. This disparity in social structure is due to their habitats. In Africa, where situations are more difficult, the wisdom of the elderly is more priceless compared to Asia, where predators are few and resources are abundant. Strong leadership is not as necessary. Number 4. Survival risk without their trunk. An elephant's trunk has around 40,000 muscles, both strong and incredibly sensitive. They smell, take in food, breathe underwater, make sounds, clean themselves, and use their trunks to defend themselves too. Elephants pick up microscopic objects with the fingers at the tips of their trunks. African elephants possess two, while Asian elephants only have one. These animals are dexterous. They can pile up grains and other little objects by forming a joint with their trunk. To choose which items to consume, they extend their trunk and use its sense of smell. Just by smelling, Asian elephants could tell between two sealed buckets which held more food. African elephants distinguish different vegetation and select their favorite using simple fragrance. They hug, care, and soothe one another using their trunks. Their young ones suck their trunks in exactly how infants do with their thumbs. Evidently, this teaches them how to make better use of their trunks, helping a baby elephant in learning how to control and manipulate the muscles in the trunk so that it can fine-tune its use. And hey, everybody, since you're still here, you know I gotta do it every time. But could you please give us a like and a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe to the channel because it really does help our visibility. You guys are priceless. Thank you. Okay, number 3, elephants honor their dead. Elephants are highly sensitive, but their sentimentality is evident in the interest that they show to the dead. Elephants even show curiosity in other unrelated species, inspecting, touching, and sniffing the dead animal. Elephants have been seen always returning to make an effort to save dead animals and sending out distress calls using their feet and trunks. A 10-year-old elephant visiting her mother's cadaver in Kenya was reported by the Washington Post as leaving the scene with the temporal glands streaming liquid on each side of her head, a reaction linked to stress, fear, and aggression. But could it be a form of tears? Number 2, they've got math skills. Asian elephants are among the most intelligent of the animal kingdom. They learned how to operate a touchscreen computer taught by researchers in Japan. Among these elephants, one was able to select a panel with more fruit when presented with a choice between different quantities. Though only Asian elephants seem to have this skill. Several different capabilities have emerged from the split of the African and Asian elephant species 7.6 billion years ago. Research says the average EQ or emotional quotient for Asian elephants is 2.14 and African elephants is 1.67. Okay, number 1, they use dirt as sunscreen. Elephants have good reasons to play in the mud. Although they've got a tough-looking hide, they've got delicate skin that's likely to suffer from sunburn. So they cover themselves in sand to protect themselves from the sun's harmful rays, and the adults will also cover the little ones with dust. Elephants put mud or clay on themselves to serve as a layer of protection after taking a bath in a river, and they do this all the time. So, which of these facts did you know before and what facts intrigued you the most? Let me know in the comments section below. And if you liked this video, chances are you're gonna like some of our other content, so don't be afraid to clicky on your screen right now. And you know, the whole thumbs up and like and subscribe and bell notification, you guys get the drill. And as always, my friends, thank you very much for choosing to spend your time with us today. We'll see you in our next video.